Ooh, nice. He holds up the flashback. True, Buzz Bombers. Whoa,
ho, ho.
And ho, ho yourself.
Oh, boy. 2 Santas. I hope no kids are watching right now.
His beard is way more realistic than mine.
Everything I learned about Santa costumes, I learned from Trailer Park Supervisor Jim Leahy.
You can keep your
welcome, everyone. It's the final show before Christmas, so welcome. I hope you guys are ready to get buzzed. Anyways, speaking of that, so like I was just telling Jeff before we went live, Andy Racing Nut, what's going on? I was popping everyone up there during the intro. Men of culture, wrong chat room. Yeah, I had. Oh, this is gonna get hot really fast. I ended up having a Christmas thing on Saturday, and then come like Sunday, I was so just hung over, like a lot of beer, a lot of blackberry brandy, and just like, man, you kind of look like you're sick in your Buzz Bomber video. I was like, no, I was barely functional though, and anyways, you guys will see how I do. But yeah, we had some phenomenal fun with the it's Satan. I mean, Santa. Live in the moment. By the way, you got to you remember you won that you won the mug. I think it was the mug, right? Yeah. You won a mug on Wednesday's show, and I still haven't got a shipping address if you wanted me to ship that to you. So let me know, because just like hit me up at DJC Game Studios at Gmail or hit me up on Twitter. Yeah, I just haven't heard back from you. I know I probably haven't seen you since then, but yeah, you won on the spinny wheel. TJ, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, we have what's going on to all the Silly Club members. Sneed Chucky's in the house. PJ, Kurt, Saviter, Luke. Yeah, I kind of went through you guys on the intro. I figured that would be easier. Yeah, look, we have beards like TJ, right?
That's right.
Luke, what's going on? Well, yeah, I had a really good and when you're sick from all the booze, you can hurl it in. Well done. Yes.
I was thinking about that a second ago. If anything was wrong with supper here, it felt like it just hold that up against my chin.
Oh yeah. Puffs it out really nice.
You can also keep your gifts in there, Pete.
Yeah.
Well, I am going to remove this. Oh, my hair came off. Just kidding. Why does it look like I have actual hair that made me look like I was super bald? I'm like, whoa, the way the light hits it. But I did shave her down. I was like, I have no time for a stylist. I'm going to do the easiest thing I can do myself, and that's take the trimmers on a 0. And don't worry about this wonderful DJC custom hockey jersey, because they're available nowhere. Yes. Yeah, we have some voting going on right now. Enjoyed your O2 stuff the other day. Voting for Mission X makes you happy and prosperous. Yes, we have let's see, next game challenge. Wow, pinball in the lead. Was never a huge pinball fan, but we have Nova Blast, Locomotion, Pinball, and Mission X. Right now, it's pinball at 46%.
Wow.
Nova Blast 23, Loco and Mission at 15. So get your votes in. We got about an hour, and yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, no more hairy pizza for DJ. Now there's no more hair. That's true. That's very true, man. So I know you guys had a lot of fun playing Buzz Bombers. I did as well. It's such a great game. Got pieces of beard stuck to me. Speaking of not beard, but beer, ever since I was hungover, the best way they say to do it, and I'm still feeling pretty, I'm a little more rested, I'll tell you. All day yesterday, man, beard stuff in my mouth now. That's what's good about a plastic one. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, man. But I figured I'd start off the show by doing something a little weird. Not like I don't always do that, but I'm going to have one of these, and this is OCP, or Oatmeal Cream Pie beer. This is a 6% ale with spices and oatly goodness. And it says, "Are you down with OCP?" Yeah, you know me. Anyways, by Pigeon Hill Brewing Company in Muskegon, Michigan. So there we go. Little local brew.
I'd love to be able to try some of these beers. I'm sure some of the ones I do in my pickups, people like to try those too, but they're also regional, right?
Yeah. Really, I mean, every state, every province, they all have their own breweries, and it's just it's always fun to just learn. And some of them are just exotic. It's not like I would go and drink like 12 of the oatmeal cream pies, but to have one they're delicious. They really are. Saviner says, "I enjoy beer that tastes like beer."
Well, if
I
I'm
understand.
Down to drink like on a nice afternoon, or you're sitting around to have a few beer, then I'm drinking like Miller Lite. But if I just want to have something different, I go to a pub or something. I'll have one of the different ones, or if I'm just going to have one or two, I have a couple of the different flavors. They're good because, frankly, three of the craft beers, a lot of the craft beers is plenty.
Oh yeah, they fill you up.
It's so strong.
David Camacho in the house. Indy Racing says, "I got 4 pinball machines in my house, so team pinball." Nice. I'm down to 1 because I needed money. But the one pinball I'll never sell, and that's William Sorcerer. So, and Slappy Marsden in the house, by the way. Hello, Slappy. Oh, he just had. I didn't get a chance to download it. He had a picture of Plimpton on the Intellivision Amico Club, holding up a controller. It said "Happy Holidays" or something.
Yeah.
Back from the dead. What is going on? Silly Club member Casey Nadell. I'm out Christmas shopping. It's crazy. Oh, I can only imagine. I went out for like a few minutes today just to get some stuff done. I went to the post office. Then I went to Home Depot to just pick up like a couple things of screws. And it was like, it was a madhouse in there. Skull and Andy Pad. Wow, you folks have such fun beer. All we have in Kentucky is bourbon whiskey. Oh, I got some of that out there too. That was a little too much of that on Saturday. But good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm gonna crack this sweet oatmeal cream pie, just like a Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie.
There, I can handle the hat. The beard was a bit much. That's not
honest, it could use a little more flavor, but it's not bad.
Gotcha.
I've had this on draft at the bar a couple of years ago. That's why I picked up a couple of them. But the draft, it was a lot more sweeter. It literally tastes like it was almost like an oatmeal cream pie squished into your beer.
Do you always prefer, or almost always? I guess you never say always, but do you most usually prefer the tap draft keg beer over the same stuff in a can?
Yes.
Same here, for sure. I really do. I haven't had many where it's the opposite.
Yeah, I really think it's more I don't want to say it's more the way it's supposed to be. It's like, I don't know, it's when it comes from the keg or comes up, it seems fresher, I guess, in a way too. Because it's coming straight from a batch. Like I feel like, now don't get me wrong, I guess it depends on the beer, but like for a craft one, but I'll even notice like even having a Blue Moon out of a can or a bottle is not the same as having a draft too.
Gotcha, yeah.
Now, a Miller Lite or a Coors Light or something like that's going to be kind of the same. I don't really see much of a difference in something like that. But yeah, something like this where it's, I bet this has probably been canned up for a couple months at least. And when you get it fresh out of the tap, it's just more sweet. The aroma hits you more. This feels like I don't want to say watered down, but it just feels like a more blander. Got a good smell to it, but I don't know. I guess even pouring it into a glass
over can. So I agree with tap and stuff like that. I prefer bottles too over cans typically, but they're just more of a pain to lug around, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, because that's and I know that because I took some bottles back today while I was out. And I was like, I mean, because we get 10 cents a bottle and can here, and yeah, you know, the whole Seinfeld thing. But yeah, so like we it's I found myself most likely buying beer in cans just because I know later I'm going to have 2 garbage bags full of cans instead of like bottles, which are just a terrible thing to carry in a garbage bag.
Exactly. Yeah. Agreed.
You know, I mean, if it's a 6-pack, usually I'll put them right back in the 6-pack after I'm done. But if I get like a 30-pack of beer, I'm not gonna. I mean, obviously they do like 30 packs of Busch or Miller and all that stuff, in you know the cans, you know. But yeah.
But at a bottle of beer is not a bad thing. But I don't really care for cans of beer unless it's an outdoor concert or something like that. I think it's so much better for them to like an outdoor concert if they'll give you the can, a King can or something, as opposed to the glasses poured into the plastic cups.
Yeah,
I hate the plastic cups.
Yeah, that really like at a festival or something, and you're out. Yeah, it goes warm so quick too.
Yeah.
At least some beer bottles, you could turn them into Molotov cocktails. Just saying. Yeah, you know, you can. That is very true. Throw a rag in there, get a good 10, at least a good 10 to 15%er, like a good Bach. I don't know if that'd catch on, but no, I like a lot of these. Like I got waiting for Christmas Eve for when my cousins come by. I think I've mentioned this before. There's a Rochester Mills brewery that does the 12 days of stout.
Right.
Or 12 days of milkshake stout, and they have different flavors. They got like imperial cheesecake. They had one year they had a German chocolate cake. They have a red velvet cake.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all very stouty. They're very thick beers. Yeah. And we kind of what we'll do is I want to say they're 16-ounce cans. I could be wrong. They might have switched them to 12. They seem to do that over the years. Is make everything smaller but charge more money.
Yeah, exactly.
But what we would do is we get 3 sample glasses, like 3 rocks glasses, and we'd each, you know, the 3 of us would split 1 beer, you know, a piece to taste them, and that way you don't get filled up. You don't have to drink 1 whole beer.
Well, it's pretty hard to drink a dozen of them,
yeah. And so like I think the red velvet cake was a popular one. The imperial cheesecake stout was really good, and then they had a couple other ones like a Santa's Breath peppermint stout, which is like drinking a Thin Mint pretty much. And then there's a few other ones, but yeah, we got that. I got one that's called Neapolitan, and it's weird because it's you know supposed to be chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And every time you take a sip, it's almost like the flavor you're trying to taste is what you'll taste. So it kind of tastes different how you're thinking, because you could taste the strawberry, and then you go again, you'll be like, what about the chocolate? You're like looking for the taste of chocolate, and you can taste the chocolate and the vanilla. It's really weird to have 3 flavors at once, kind of, and it just kind of how your mind thinks it's going to be is more how it reacts. But I got a 6-pack of that because that was a real popular one last year.
Yeah, I'm going to wait to have the video is candy cane stout, and it's actually pretty good. I tasted it.
Oh yeah, I bet. Mint is not anything you really go wrong with.
I haven't had a chance to record anything to get it out before Christmas, but I've got 3 or 4 Christmas beers, 4 videos that I haven't had the opportunity to do yet. So never know.
This comment from Indie Racing that.
Yeah.
There used to be a brand made in Brooklyn called Hebrew with the tagline, "The Chosen Beer." Nice. Yeah, 8-ounce beers are for kids. Yeah, they do have some tiny little 8-ounce ones. That's like kind of a waste, ain't it?
Can beer be kosher?
I don't know. I don't know how that is. No. I mean, I guess if pickles can be kosher, then beer can be kosher, right?
But I think kosher is just blessed by a rabbi, right? Would a rabbi?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Not kosher for an animal was killed under or under certain conditions and blessed and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I'm guessing. I try to think because there's kosher hot dogs, there's kosher dill pickles, there's
kosher salt.
Yeah, kosher salt. So I don't know. I guess that should more just blessed. I guess. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do all these different ones. I got a couple others that are like chocolate and peanut butter. It's always like the only time I'll drink. Oh, here we go. Indy Racing Nut says it only except during Passover we cannot drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot of those thick, stouty beers. Like it's the only time of year when it's super ice cold out. You know, you're kind of huddled around the bar with a family, and then Christmas music's playing, and there's food, and you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a few back and have a good time. But what do you guys do what do you guys plans for Christmas? Like just getting together with family, people coming over there?
Yeah, we go to my sister's house all the time. Supposed to get kind of nasty here in St. Louis on Thursday. Yeah, I think Christmas Christmas Eve, the low is going to be -1 or 2 or whatever.
Wow.
It's not going to be the high's not going to be very good either.
And snow, you said too?
Supposed to get snow Thursday. Hopefully not much, because obviously it won't be melting anytime soon.
I'm off to the in-laws tomorrow, about 3 hours away, back on the 22nd, I guess. We're coming back the 22nd, I think. And the kids are all home from away, and then we're going to have a nice Christmas here, and I will make seafood chowder with all the shoot match, and I'll go to my sister's for turkey dinner on Christmas Eve, and basically relax, hopefully. Going to be nice. Looking forward to just really not having to do anything but cook and eat and drink. And
that's like you just get. It's like almost an unspoken. Like no one has to really do anything. You just eat what you want, drink what you want, and do what you want, and relax. And I know we do have we do our shows on Monday, so I think we're going to take that Monday off, the Monday after Christmas. So we'll come back the following week, and then that way we can just kind of sit around and be lazy and not have to worry about getting online. But yeah, I got the cousins come over. Like I just had my big Christmas party, and then my cousins come over on Christmas Eve, and then they stay all the way and cheers. We hit up the broadcast of midnight mass, that's literally up the street from us, because we'll all be half in the bag by then, and kind of cheers in Christmas. And I usually get us a big spread of snacks and candy and cakes and you name it. And then, of course, I got all the beers, and we just kind of get hammered and just cheers in Christmas. And the next day, well, at least we don't have to get there till like about 3:30 in the afternoon. We go to my cousins that were here.
Yeah.
We go down the street, and and then the whole family meets at their place, and we have the whole Christmas dinner. But it really comes down to the same thing: a bunch of food, a bunch of snacks, and a ton of alcohol, and we're all just sitting around drinking again. But we're supposed to, I think we're supposed to get some snow too before there. I hope we just get a nice little blanket of snow, and then after Christmas it just kind of melts away. And but that's not going to happen. It'll be we'll probably have snowstorms in February. That's how it usually happens here.
We've had last week we've had snow pretty much every day a little bit. It's not a whole lot out there, but it's just in the air, right? But we do have the ground covered here, which is not really normal for us. Roll for initiative. I don't get it. That's a D&D reference, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got how many sided dice are we talking?
And my son's going to smoke a brisket for us on Christmas Eve, so I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds
That's
good.
an art. That's an art. That's not easy to do.
He just did one. He went to someone's house, his friend's house, and he took one with him. He smoked it, and he said it was delicious. Unfortunately, I had none left for us. But he's going to smoke another one on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
I've got one in the freezer. Half of one that I bought way back when. I did the first half and it came out good, but I really think that it's a bit of an art form to it. Mine was good. It tasted fine. It just wasn't quite as flaky as I like fall apart as I would like it.
I always wanted to do the deep fried turkey.
Oh yeah.
And like that always, I just seen people do. I've also seen the fails on when they don't thaw it all the way and it explodes and shoots out like a rocket.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, no, I really they say it's so, I mean, obviously it's probably not the best for you to eat because you're deep frying it in oil, but it's supposed to be really delicious. Indy Racing says but enjoy yourself. That's really what it's about, man. Getting together with your friends or your family and you just have a good time. Like I had too much of a good time the other night, but it was cool because I was just talking to my buddy. He goes, man, you always have a good Christmas party. He goes, just to have us standing around and eating and drinking and just standing there and BSing and just talking about just the last year. It was just so much fun because we just did that for hours. Yeah, it catches up with you the next day, but so worth it just to see everyone and kind of everyone just to not have to worry about, I'm doing this tomorrow. I got to do this or this. I can only stay for, just everyone. No one cared. Everyone stayed really late. We all were like, having a good time. And I love that. That's why I love this time of year. Good thing I ate before the show with all this food talk.
Yeah, me too.
To do that.
I put my post up there. Jeff, it come out good. I was late getting here, but it come out good. I made spicy spicy sausage lemon linguine before the show. It was about an hour late starting. I had the company come over stuff and do it on the Instant Pot, but it's very, very lemony with hot Italian sausage and linguine, obviously, about a pound of mushrooms in it, scallions, shallots, lots of garlic. Oh, it would come out good. Linguine, it was really good. And there's lots left for tomorrow.
Pete, I made macaroni and hamburger.
Good.
That's actually delicious.
It's a little bit different.
Still, throw a can of diced tomatoes in there. You got a goulash.
It was good.
There you go. That sounds. You know what I love is beef stroganoff too.
Yeah,
that's really good. I haven't had that in forever, but I was like always. God, I can't remember the. Heck, I'll even take a hamburger helper version of that. Like that's just a good dish.
Nothing wrong with that.
Chuck, I've had that. It's good.
Skull and D-Pad said I haven't had a deep fried turkey once. They are a chore to do. Well, yeah, because most people, the safest thing is to go out in the yard, right? And then you're boiling that oil, and then you kind of have to have either two people or like a hook and a line and kind of lower it in because you don't want, just in case there's any splash, it's pretty bad. So you got to like lower it in on like some sort of system and then be able to lift it up and set it almost like a weight, like you're spotting a weight almost. I guess it also depends on the size, but yeah, you got to have it hooked onto something, which is kind of.
Look at those memberships going on there, Chuck.
I know.
Wait, what's happening?
Luke's Awakening. Look at it, gifted 5 memberships.
Oh my goodness! Anyone needing a membership, grab them. Why don't I see that?
You see
3
it?
are gone already.
Oh, I got to look at it on the other. Why can I not see it on StreamYard here?
I can't see it in the StreamYard chat. It's in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
Luke's Awakening. 5.
Oh my God! Yeah, dude.
Christopher Westerman got one. Natasha.
That is awesome. Thank you, Luke. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Sneed's got one. Welcome to the Silly Club. That is awesome, man. That is so cool. Who else just grabbed one?
Brady.
Christopher Westerman?
Christopher Westerman grabbed one, and Brady be ready. Brady just grabbed one.
That is awesome. Welcome, guys. I don't know why I can't. Trying to get it in here. I guess there he is. Yeah, it's kind of delayed over on this side, but yeah, that's awesome. Christopher Westerman, welcome to the Silly Club. The Silly Club in the house. The indoor stuff.
Says he has an indoor turkey fryer, which he does have one, but they're a chore to use. And I bet.
Yeah, I can imagine the mess it can sometimes be. I'd take it out on the back deck and.
Yeah, but sometimes the cleanup is worse. I find with my smoker, I love using it. Don't get me wrong, but when I use it, and then the hour and a half it takes me to clean the thing afterwards, it's like I don't know, is it worth it for a chicken? It's like.
Big Block says, "Way to spread the silliness, Luke."
Right
I'll never get one of these. Can never have too much silliness. That's right. We don't take ourselves too serious, although everyone else seems to think we do. Like I don't, or at least for me. I don't take myself. People are like, what about your reputation? What are you thinking? What? I'm just a silly old guy that talks about games. That's really all I am. I don't really take much. I shouldn't say I don't take much pride, but it doesn't take much to be silly and talk old games, I guess. But thanks everyone. Be ready and everyone else for joining the Silly Club. Sneed. Thanks to Luke. Yeah, the Amico tears. I love it. I wish StreamYard would get some emoji support. That would be great. Really. I thought we had it show up one time, unless I'm thinking of a.
I think we found out it was the ones built into.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, but so your custom
ones are not showing up.
Yeah, so the actual Silly Club stuff. It shows up on the main one and on the replay, but it just doesn't show up when I highlight it. That's awesome. Well, anyways, let's get into some Buzz Bombers because we can continue talking over the over that because we got some long play here. I guess yeah, we'll start it with me. I'm gonna you'll just see.
Hungover Chuck.
This is Hungover Chuck trying to play, but I played Buzz Bombers, but I sometimes you forget, or sometimes that we'll just use that as my excuse. That I was more concentrated on. Okay, I'm going to wait for the bees to stop, shoot them, move on, be really sparingly with my spray. Of course, I'm missing like crazy, but for the most part, that was my strategy. Instead of maybe trying to make more beehives be made so that the hummingbird can make me more points. And I was more or less blowing them away. At one point, I even poisoned the hummingbird because I just felt like it. So that was kind of where I was going. But I was trying for more to get to higher levels more than I was focusing on points. And I think that's going to end up being my downfall. But this is such a great great game, though. It always is a fun game, no matter what. I don't know if I've ever really tried to do a long run. I'm guessing this is probably the best I've ever done on this. But which isn't saying much.
I've never really understood it before.
Why are we destroying these bees? Yeah, I should have back in and actually just read the instructions on exactly what you're supposed to do, but of course I did not.
I was telling Chuck, Pete, that I didn't know how many sprays I had left because I didn't realize it was the can that was showing you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's the can as it goes down.
The can gets emptier. Yeah.
I didn't.
And here's the good part about that: if the can automatically fills up at the end of the round, the can that you're using.
Yeah.
So if you use 80 some shots in one, and but if you're down to the last shot and you finish the round, you'll fill that can back up.
In the main screen there. Yeah, see, I'm blowing the beehives away, and that's not a good thing. I mean, I'm not letting enough form, and that's what's going to hurt me in the long run. Even though I get fairly far into the levels, like really far, but yeah, that's not how you're going to make a high score. And there's the silly. He likes to get right in front of your nozzle at the most crucial moment of trying to hit a bee.
Oh yes.
There we go. Like right there, he's like, "Oh, you didn't? Oh, you can't? You gonna shoot me? Get out of my can." That's what I always say. Yeah. Giant wasps. Donkey Kong did rip. When did this come out in '82? So I think Donkey Kong 3. No, this came out in '83. Outbreak.
Donkey Kong 3 came out in '83.
Yeah, we don't know. What's going on, Troy?
Hey, Troy.
Yeah, you want to keep the hummingbird alive. Yeah, it's fun to flowers up. Twin Galaxies. Actually, I had those on those trading cards. I'd have to find out Twin Galaxies all-time score for this game.
I'll take a look, see if I can find it.
Be extra careful. Let me see if also. No, but seriously, it's a problem. Oh, that stupid hummingbird. I don't want a background. There was a. I know PJ had I was going to show PJ's score. He had a submitted. Casey, did you send one to my email, by the way? Oh, good. You stopped. I'm into my second can already. And my second can. And I'm wasting. There we go.
Luke's Awakening said he made the mistake of killing everything when he played. That's what I played this briefly on Evercade a while back. And that's what I was doing. I was just shooting everything.
Yeah.
I had no idea about the scoring. I was just shooting everything.
That's kind of the instinct, right?
Yep. Something on screen moved, you shoot it.
Yeah, I was going to try to.
I see it for a record score, 396,000 points.
Wow. I wonder what level that was.
Level
13,900. Sorry, it was the only way I could really show that. That was PJ's score.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw that on Twitter.
And the bear. Wasn't that
I missed it.
TV show? Oh, you didn't really do bad, man. It's just practice. That's all. It's kind of a confusing game. We're mandatory. Exactly. I just didn't want to read the directions. Oh, there's a killer bees. Yeah, DK3, exactly. Oh man, they're making me just waste. No, I was just doing that to show the picture. I gotta see if I know Casey might have set one to me because he had a thing about everyone can. Let me see if I can find that. Got him. Oh, and I was into I won a free can. A free can of Raid. Yo, level 7. All right, no, he didn't send me. I blame Pat Ian. Comes the killer bee again. Well, I will fast forward myself here because this is going to be forever if I don't.
Brian, the red hives are what you get when you shoot down one of the super bees, the white bees. It forms a red hive. And when the hummingbird eats the red hive, it's worth even more points.
And that's another thing I didn't pay attention to either, or I got rid of, which I shouldn't have. Yeah, like right there, I just poisoned the. I'm like, he was getting me mad because he kept getting in the way, so then I just poisoned him and let him fly away, which is something you don't do. I love how he teleported me right there, though. Finally. I think I'm at the end anyways. Oh, no, I still got... So I make it, I think, to level 9. Level 8. There I am. Gonna watch it.
I don't know, Savitar, what the scoop is on Twin Galaxies now. I mean, I think they cleaned house of a lot of the issues that they had, so I haven't heard anything recently on it.
Dude,
so is Walter Day completely gone?
I don't know, but he wasn't the problem as much as he was just extremely trusting, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he was ever accused of anything, but
no, I thought he was still there. I kind of hope he is. I think people took advantage of him. I really do.
Probably.
But I think he just sincerely and legitimately loved games and hooked onto this, and there was just some bad apples there.
It's just so strange. People cheat at video games.
Yeah, right. Like if it was one of the first kind of legit things, and then they had to, they had to cheat at it.
And
Buzz Bombers beats Battlestar Galactica is the title of this.
That's an Office reference.
I know I love it.
I don't know why that just popped in my head, and I was uploading my video. It was called Buzz Bombers. I goes Buzz Bombers beats Battlestar
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. What are you doing, Michael? Oh, it's so great.
I know you have a limited number of. Check with you. I don't think it's anywhere, does it? Up in the Detroit area, I was watching Barry Sanders highlights from his very first game. As a Lion today. I always thought him and Earl Campbell were my two favorites. And
Barry Sanders was cool back in the day, man. Like that. I actually, a funny story. Well, it's a very quick story, but me and a friend of mine. Now, mind you, I think I had just turned 21, and there was a strip club up on just off the freeway, a few miles away, and we go there and have beer and whatever. You went. That's why you went there. But it was just like that was that time when and Barry Sanders was there one night, and of course my buddy goes up to him. My buddy's way older than me. Like he was I don't know. It is 40s at the time or early 50s, and he walked. Because we worked together and everything, but he goes over there and he goes, Barry, and he had a couple beers and he goes, Barry, what's going on? He's like, oh, great to meet you. You could tell the look on Barry Sanders' face. He was like, oh, no, I shouldn't be seen in one of these places.
Yeah.
Because he had girls all around him. He's like, oh, man, good luck, Nick. Oh, you're doing great this season, blah, blah, blah. And, and he's like, yeah, all right, man. Yeah, thanks. I'm kind of busy, I'll never forget that. And, I didn't even go over. I was like, he's like, oh, man, he didn't look like he looked really uncomfortable. I'm like, well, usually you don't want to run into someone or have someone, especially if you're a celebrity, catch you at I think he's married too or had a girlfriend, and he was all just hanging with all these strippers. Yeah, pretty cool, though.
Is he still around in the Detroit area now?
I don't even know if he's still out this area. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of people are affected every year. That's such a great part.
Even my flashback disc is really loud when I'm playing.
Oh yeah, the discs, Actually, my flashback disc was pretty loud. What did I just drop? Keep dropping stuff. Oh, Candy Cane, the plastic one. I love cheating in video games.
Chuck, do you have Billy Sims Barbecue up there?
No, we have Famous Dave's and Bad Brad's out here.
I guess I've seen Billy Sims Barbecue.
I mean, there might be. I just had that's the only ones I'm aware.
Oklahoma. But since he played up in that area, I thought maybe he would have
Billy Sims. Let me see.
I'm looking here. Yeah, it's mainly in Oklahoma, but it also says Missouri. I've never seen one here.
Oh, nope, there is one down here. It's Billy Sims Barbecue. Troy, Michigan is closest to me. Well, it's not really close to me, but it's not too far.
Hey, we got one. Wow, they're all over. Kansas, Texas, Michigan, Arkansas, Iowa, Colorado, Wisconsin.
It's about 25 minutes away from me in Troy, Michigan. I might have to try. Are they pretty good?
I've never been there. I saw it, and I was like, in Oklahoma, and I was like, oh, it's got to be named after the football player, I would think. There we go, cutscene.
B-17 Buzz Bomber. That's pretty awesome.
I have them, but I really get to them. Level 6.
Yeah, Jeff, you did really good, man. Look at that.
No, darn it. Yeah, it was fun. I did a test run, and I was around 21,000. I had to shut it down because I had to fix some stuff. First of all, I still had the old template up from last week.
I've done that before.
And I was like, darn it. I hadn't lost a can. I was like at 21,000. I was cruising through it. Yeah, luckily I did pretty well here.
I ended up doing
but not bad.
I've done that before when I was doing just a recorded videos or just like what I ended up doing is just using graphics and made them a little bigger to cover up the old game. It makes it harder during the transitions, but it worked. I've done that on a couple of videos before. I'm like, oh man, I did really good. And I played for so long, and I'm like, oh, I can't erase it.
Level 6 complete.
I recorded my first one and forgot to turn the mic on.
Oh, that sucks.
So hands were going. I was talking. And then when they played the game sounds all came through just fine. I had a better game than the one I ended up using.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I saw them on eBay right now, the couplers. You know what? I don't see why I shouldn't get one of those. Master Welch, what's going on?
Pete, I did the same thing with the Switch game a week ago. I record like 30 minutes, and I go, I was like, oh, I forgot to turn the mic on OBS. I'm like,
yep.
Darn it.
What a pain.
Man, how many more bees are there? I think I'm all.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see it. If they did it anything like Astro, see, they'd have to switch it to wasps, which are more of a pest. You know, because those actually, to be honest, those right there look like wasp hives, not beehives. But eventually there is a hive.
Yeah, how does that happen? I saw it once, but how does that happen?
But I'd love to see
the game that it didn't work. I had like 6 or 7 hives on the screen there near the beginning, and I couldn't replicate that. But
I think
because the hives you want to shoot, right?
No.
I
know. You want to leave them there because you get points for them at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't get points for these honeycombs at the end of the round.
No, only when the birdie.
Okay. Yep. I guess it might be important next time to figure out how to play the game before I actually play.
Because he actually destroys it when he eats it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get the points once he gets.
Well, I'll tell you the strategy right here is the ones up top are worth more points when he eats them than the ones down the bottom, and the ones down the bottom are the ones that make the bees plant flowers in the middle of the screen to cut you off. So always leave the ones up top and always take out the ones at the bottom. Now, I didn't really do that when I played, but that would be the strategy that I'd use. Like, I take those 2 out right away because they're too low. I'd leave the 2 at the top for the bird to get, for the hummingbird to get, because they're going to be worth 800 points. The ones in the middle are only worth 3. Now, I might leave that red one there.
I like that the hummingbird's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Because sometimes it's like, do you want to shoot him and get him out of there for a little bit because you got other things to do, or do you want to leave him there?
That's
have
right.
him in your way.
Master Welch says, help me find. Oh, he's looking for a copy of Rick Dynamite. Now, are those available yet, or are they still trying to remanufacture?
They're not available right now. You'd have to. eBay's about your best bet right now when one pops up. They do pop up.
There's a lot of stuff on eBay right now for the holidays. So, yeah, definitely check. I mean, obviously, you must have checked that already, but try Mercari and eBay are your best bets, I think, for anything Intellivision and homebrew related. If not, then, yeah, usually it's on IntellivisionCollector.com or Intellivision Revolution.
I've got company.
Coco.
Oh, there she is.
That's a phenomenal game. He got to the same level as I did, but I only had 32,000, and Jeff's has 56,300. I don't think anyone could beat 56,300. That is for sure.
Single person in this whole.
Not a site. You know what? I'm gonna play Pete's anyways because you know what? We got to be fair and play his just in case. But there's no way that I could see anyone beating that.
Oh, excuse me. Here we go. There's no various speeds.
Look at that high def picture.
Away we go. Here, level 1.
Atari Creep, what's up, Chris? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Chris.
And Silly Club member.
There we go. Now,
I was just watching Atari Creep's video. He was doing Atari games, and he played a game called Thunderground, which I'd never even heard of. I love the name. That's a great name.
That's funny because I saw it for sale earlier today. I had never heard of it then.
Which one was it?
Fun.
Thunderground.
For Atari.
Master Welch says, right on, stay tuned for my RGB modded Intellivision videos. Well, I cannot wait. I got RGB mod on mine.
You sprayed right between 2 honeycombs and hit the bee.
So I'm gonna let him eat some stuff up and let this bee fly around. I got 800 points for that one. All depends on the row that they're on when he eats them. As that bee comes down, it'll put flowers down at the bottom and restrict the area that I can.
So is it better to just let the bird take out all the honeycombs?
He'll take out those 2 honeycombs and give me points long before if he's gonna. It'll do me any damage. So
that's pretty awesome. See, I totally played it opposite and messed it up.
Yeah, I would have just killed the bee, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You might as well let the bird.
Now I have nothing to wait for. We'll
do all that.
Shoot him and move on to the next.
Salvador says my spider sense says Papa Pete may have an epic buzz bomber run.
There we go. That'll get us to the next round, and all we have.
I have a feeling too.
At the very top. Trying to get the freaking hives in there though, I had a hard time. I couldn't get hives to start.
I'm trying to think what is the hives? Does the bird get rid of those, or what? How do you?
If you hit them by mistake, you get rid of them. Hives.
But it's just so you just get points for letting them stay on the thing. But don't they produce more bees though?
No, they don't. They just sort of are there.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it made more I thought it made more bees come on and made you lose more. Because my thing is always, you got to conserve your spray kind of thing.
I'm gonna let it fly around, eat some honeycombs. So like here.
You're just gonna let them eat all the.
Yeah, so it's like 500 a honeycomb. Well, you said it was for the lowers, so it must be 1,000 for the top one. We're about to find out.
It's 11,000. That's 12,000.
It's 1,000 for the top one. Then wow.
And I keep getting points. Yeah, that bee's coming down and puts the flowers down, but when I end the round, the flowers will disappear.
You guys know who made this game? Like what the programmer?
I don't.
I think it's a pretty darn good game.
But I'm going to check it, and I'll have it in just a moment. I have to hit something like 8 bees in order to get 800 points.
Yeah, usually it'll just be all over it, but it's just Mattel Intellivision, manufactured for Mattel Intellivision.
Mike Breen.
Kind of tired.
So this is an original Intellivision IP then. This would be a great one, like I think it was it Kurt saying earlier? I'd love to see this remade.
You see, just like a centipede when they hit the mushrooms. Oh, that was really weird. We'll take them out. Design and program by Mike Breen. Graphics by Monique Lujan Beckerink and Peggy DeCarly. And sound and music by Bill Goodrich. I've seen Peggy DeCarly's name in something else before. I'm trying to think of what now. A Tom Lowry game. No, it wasn't a Tom Lowry game. Something I've done in the 125. I've seen Peggy DeCarly. Right now.
No, this is an original one from 1983. But there's a ton of homebrews though, Maxwell. There's like we were saying, there's almost 150 homebrews or 130. There's like over 100 homebrews.
Oh yeah, there's I think they're up to 180 to 190 homebrews.
Okay, so yeah, it's way surpassed that. Then yeah. The homebrew scene's awesome.
If you take them out,
I recently picked some up. It'll be on my Christmas video coming up soon.
We're going to go to the next level. 18,300 points. We're going on to level 4.
The Buzz Bomber is such a great answer to Centipede. So different, and yet it's easy to see what they were competing against. Yeah, yes. Pretty much.
Here we go.
They could have called it Centibees.
Yes, Centibees. It should have been like Wasp Attack instead of Buzz Bombers, but Buzz Bombers sounds better. But a lot of video games, a hummingbird.
You know, like a Centipede, you shoot whatever you can shoot, right? In this game, they change that around, so the strategies, there's more strategy involved.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of strategy.
There's a hive. You got a hive on the screen there now. There's a.
Yep.
That was a killer bee that was going. There's some hives forming over there, right over there. I want to keep those as long as I can.
So how did they form?
It's by trapping the bees coming down somehow. That they hit and they hit another one. There's no place for them to go. So they form a hive. I should have let it go a little bit further. Let the humming.
Oh yeah, you got some points for those. I didn't see how much, but it went up.
I forgot, frankly. Now all those will still be back on the screen. The hives are gone though. That surprises me. I thought they stuck around. There, right there. See how they form the hives there? There's some hives forming over in there.
Yeah, there's another one. Oh, yeah, they are getting stuck. Well, those two went around.
Now, you got to be careful, though, because if you let too much build up on the screen, they come down on you too fast.
Man, you got 3 in reserve and a 4th out live. That's pretty cool.
We're doing all right. Rid of him. Hummingbird take out a couple. There you go. I'm going to let him go for a bit. Let the hummingbird take out those ones at the bottom, hopefully. If you look at the bottom, you can gain a free can at 20,000 points. And now I have 3 cans in reserve.
It is totally serious, man. It's awesome.
Let him come down through one more time.
So he's bypassed me already.
I'm getting points every time that he eats.
Well, both of them bypassed me right off the bat.
We'll take him out. All right. So I got some honeycombs up at the top. Nothing right on top of me. Oh, we got the bees chasing the bear. Little cutscene at the end of level 5.
It's the only game I've seen that shows their logo after every screen.
I know.
Yeah, right.
They're very proud of that name.
In case you forgot what you're playing.
Thanks for completing Buzz Bombers level 3. Now prepare to start Buzz Bombers level like It's pretty funny.
Chuck, was there ever any talk of Buzz Bombers being on the Amico?
And that's why I'd have to I could probably ask Tommy. I remember them talking about it when we were talking about decent games and IPs that they own. I think this is one they own.
Hard to hit.
I'm gonna go fast forward just
this would be a cool one this year remake.
Little bit. Here we go. Oh, this would be amazing if they did it anything like. It'd have to be like you could do Buzz Bombers, but you'd have to do wasp nests and make because you don't want nowadays you wouldn't want to be destroying bees. But yeah, if you did like yellow jackets and wasps and hornets and stuff like that were more pests than helping the environment kind of thing.
Down to my last can almost.
That would be really cool.
Shoot.
The Flight of the Bumblebees song still playing.
There we go. That ends that round. 72,100. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Complete on to level 10.
Let me continue while I'm hot. That's right. You want to keep that momentum going. That you want to be in the zone.
They're gonna be really kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even mind like some more. We got these homebrews, and I know that's great to have like original homebrews, which is actually the best. But to do sequels to maybe some of these games would be cool. On the classic one, as a homebrew.
Oh yeah, a Buzz
So maybe do Buzz Bombers too, and have just add some stuff, or make like the boards change each time, or different seasons, or I don't know, just something different.
Buzz Bombers 2: Revenge of the Bees.
Yeah, right. Have it be an actual raid can. Just go all dark on it. Have a beekeeper running around waving his hands like, "What are you doing? This is insane." Yeah, and I'm sure what am I trying to say without breaking my NDA here? That when Amico is out, that a lot of this stuff has been planned, like
game over.
Look at that, 77,300.
Crazy.
I can't even touch that, man.
And he was only one level past us, Chuck.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I kept going for I'm going to get to level 10. I get to level 9 at 32,000, because I wasn't paying attention on all the different ways you can make points off of that game. Like Pete said, it's a lot of strategy on that. Yeah, killer bees. Murder Hornets.
Well, the actual description was, you're out to extinguish an angry swarm of honeybees. So
oops, I still got PJ's score on the back.
1982. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, yes, we didn't care back in 1982. Bees, there's tons of bees.
Play it smart. Trap. Oh, okay. So it literally says on the back. I didn't even have to read the instructions. I could have just flipped to the back of the box. Start with 3 spray cans. The better you play, the more you get. Spray the bees and watch them magically transform into colorful honeycombs. Play it smart. Trap a worker bee with honeycombs and watch him build his own hive. Fanciful sound effects include a musical Flight of the Bumblebee.
This is kind of neat. Here's the back of my box. I know you won't be able to see that, but look at the very top line up there. It says 1 or 2 can play. This is only one player.
Look what it has on mine.
It's only a 1-player game, and a lot of the boxes they went and they did that with a marker.
Yeah, can you imagine that back in the day? They're in the factory just marking, going through all the boxes, just a stack of boxes and putting a line through it with a magic marker.
Was somebody's job.
That's the box I got when I pulled the cover art for my template.
Yeah.
The back of it had just a marker. So I was looking real close at it. And it was like was it 1 or 2 players or something, whatever it says.
I like how they have little bomber helmets on, and then the raid is just poisoning the hive, and there's just honey spilling out, and then the hummingbird looks very sad. And the flowers, for some reason, are alive and are sentient and have faces. So, you know, that happens sometimes. You got to take off. Oh, take care, Luke. Good seeing you, man. Thank you once again for gifting the Silly Club memberships. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
How's the poll doing, Chuck?
Yeah, let's check that poll. We're about towards the end, anyways. Okay, yeah. Trying to get that off the screen. There we go. So, Pinball at 38%, Mission X at 28%, and then Locomotion at 10%, Nova Blast at 24%. Nova Blast is a great game, too. So, it looks like we have Pinball. I'll let it go for about 1 more minute. Looks like, Pinball Mission X. Now it's 37-30, so now is your chance. If you want Mission X, now is your chance to get it, because Pinball is at 37. We have... Who has enough alt accounts to get 7 votes in over Mission X? There you go. Buzz Bombers with an Alfred Hitchcock twist. Let's get Astro Smash. I was getting Astro Smash with some 6% oatmeal cream pie. As silly as that sounds, get you a little buzz. All right, we got about 30 more seconds, and we're going to call it. Our next one's going to be, oops, didn't want that to happen there. Looks like, oh man, Mission X at 32, Pinball at 35. Letting it go to 807. Oh my God, we're in a it locked as a tie for a second. Now it's 35-32. Nova Blast at 24. It went up a little bit. This is kind of exciting. 35-32, Pinball in the lead. 807, this ends. Dun 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 dun. 34 votes in. And 3, 2, 1, and we're ending. I believe it's going to be Pinball. Hold on, I'm waiting for the final one to come up. Yep, Pinball at 37%. Mission X just behind at 31. Nova Blast ended up with 22, and Locomotion so popular at 8%. So pinball, yeah, all right.
That works out great because I don't have it, but it's on the flashback.
The Ghost of Go Game Aquarium says, I cannot stand the tension. I haven't been this excited since my lid cracked. Yeah, I think we've all said that once or twice in our lives. Stop the steal. We want pinball. We got it. Yep, you guys got pinball. Not a fan of this pinball game. It's just, to me, it's just so basic and just old. But yeah, so there's different games. See, that shows you how much I played it. I played it a few times. What are the options on games? I guess we'd have to find out.
I don't even know. Pinball.
Pete, I've seen you play Atari pinball.
I like Atari pinball.
Nice. He kept switching between pinball and Mission X. Yeah, I like Midnight Magic on Atari, actually. That was one of my favorite Atari games back in the day. I'm surprised I don't own that. That's what I should do. If I'm going to start getting box Atari games, I think I'm just going to get the ones that I first grew up with, like stuff like Midnight Magic and Ms. Pac-Man and, like the Combat and Asteroids and Q*bert. But yeah, Midnight Magic would be a great one.
So we'll play game one. Is that it? So which game?
I guess game one. Unless anyone else has like a suggestion. I'm not a huge pinball fan, so I don't know. Oh, video pinball. That was the original Atari 2600, right? Was the video pinball?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to me, Midnight Magic was like the better version of that, or it was like, well, it was more set up like an actual pinball machine. Mind you, it's Atari graphics, but back as a little kid, you just like, oh man, that's amazing. And then all of a sudden you see Super Mario Brothers right after that and go, wait, what? This is amazing. And then the NES just destroys them. Tab. So there it is. Video pinball, or I'm sorry, Intellivision pinball. Yeah, I guess game one would be the basic one. We'll do that. See how far we get. So that should be sort of fun. We'll have a couple week hiatus or day after Christmas. We're going to let everybody just chill and have some fun, and we'll be back the following week. But yeah.
Sounds good.
Go
game go. What is coming up on the channel?
Let's see. I've put a couple of videos out over the weekend. People can check out. Wednesday we're doing a show. We're having a group on. We got maybe Pete. I don't know. He's out of town, so it's you never know about that. Lance is on. Lance Jennings.
Very cool.
Stuart will be there, of course, and then JD. So we'll be hanging out because it's the last show before Christmas. Those are always fun to have a group.
Oh yeah, those are a blast. One year we got out the tequila.
Oh, then it's always going to be fun when tequila's involved.
I think I got out our bourbon. The double double oaked bourbon.
Nice.
You had bourbon. Well, the rest of us. Well, I don't know who. I think we all had tequila, other than you. Tequila. I've got a few videos coming up. I'm going to do a few gameplay videos over Christmas, try to get some done and set up. And I'm going to be having a 125 out in about a week and a half on Dig Dug. Pickup videos coming. I got more pickup videos to record. So I don't know what else other than I really want to get that 125 done, plus a few other things just to keep things rolling. So that's about it for me.
So as for me, if you guys haven't heard yet, I'm going to be on the Chronos Show channel. I did a video on this. Check it out in my videos. It'll be this Friday, the 23rd, and I'm going to be on the Chronos Show YouTube channel. They're interviewing Ian Petrella from The Christmas Story that played Randy, that ate the mashed potatoes and got bundled up in the coat and fell down and was hiding under the sink. Well, Ian Petrella played that character in both the old one and the brand new video game that's coming out. I love how he's got Plimpton just sitting there.
I will if I don't make it back. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. I got to run for just about 2 minutes.
No problem. But yeah, so we're gonna be on. I'm gonna be on that on the Chrono Show to. I'm gonna take part in the mashed potato eating contest. I did a video on this. If you haven't checked, please check it out in my videos. I was on last year and I won. I'm the mashed potato eating champion.
Whoa!
So I won last year. So I'm back to defend my title with meatloaf, gravy, and mashed potatoes again. That's this Friday, the 23rd. Please head over to that channel. It's called the Kronos Channel, CHRONOZ, the Kronos Show, I should say. And please hit subscribe or notify, and you'll see the link on there. He's got a promotion video as well. But yeah, I'll be on there. We're going to all be interviewing Ian Petrella. Well, Kronos will be doing the interview, but we'll all be taking part. And then, of course, I'm going to do the mashed potato eating contest with him. So that's fun because he's a good dude, and I'm glad he talks with us. And he's an all-around great dude. Has a lot of history in the movie industry with a lot of different things. And so it's kind of cool to talk to him again. And I recently just saw A Christmas Story Christmas, and there are some people saying, oh, it's not going to hold up to the original, and some people saying, oh, it's not that good. And I tell you what, I watched it with my family, and it was funny. We laughed out loud, and I thought it was very heartfelt, and it has all the original people that are still alive. And I thought it was great. Great tribute to the original, great sequel. And I really liked it. I wouldn't mind another one. I thought that the whole cast was great. There's tons of throwbacks, tons of nostalgia and stuff, but not too much. Just enough to make you go, oh, man, oh, man. And because they're all back at the house again, you know. And it's pretty funny.
We just watched it this weekend.
Did you? Yeah, I thought it was really good. Because people are always going to say, "Oh, you don't want to do another one because it's too long ago." And it's like, well, yeah, it's just. But the cool thing, instead of like the 40s, it happens in the 70s, so it's still a while ago. But it kind of like I just love the outfits and the clothing, the hairstyles. It's all 70s, and his buddy Flick owns a bar now, and then who's the other guy? He never pays his tab. What is it? Schwartz, yeah, he goes. I just thought that was kind of a cool take on them being grown up.
Why did Schwartz look like he was about 10, 15 younger than the other guys?
He did look young. It's the same actor. He just
basically
aged well, I guess. He aged really well. But yeah, they did this whole. The trailer does give away a lot, but it's still great. The lady that ends up playing his mom is the lady from that was Elaine from Airplane.
Yeah.
So she did a great job playing the mom. And
Julie Haggerty, is that her name?
I think so. That sounds familiar. But anyways, yeah. So this Friday, head over to the Chronos Show. If you need any info, just go to the video I made on it. It's called A Christmas Story Ian Petrella interview. And yeah, I also got a Very Tabby Christmas, which is coming out the day before that, which is Thursday. I'm doing a premiere. So I'll be able to be in the chat while it's going. I need to switch that. Right now it's set at 6 a.m. I got to set it to 6 p.m. on Thursday for that. And then after that, there's Christmas. So then it's just I won't be around. But afterwards I will. But it should be some fun stuff. I'm coming back in the new year. I'm going to have some more specials. And tonight, if you're a Patreon, I should have the Christmas special uploaded early for Patreons. So if you are a Patreon, it should be uploaded by tonight sometime. I'm going to try starting the upload. Patreon takes forever to upload directly from your computer, which is weird. I usually just put links on there, but yeah. So if I do that, hopefully within an hour or two, it should be up there. But that's about it. But it looks like Pete's gone for a bit. So I'm going to end it, but we'll see you in a couple weeks and playing some pinball.
Yes.
Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Bye.